You know, that exact moment at a massive, like, chaotic house party when someone suddenly unplugs the music and just flips on the harsh fluorescent overhead lights.
Oh yeah, reality just instantly crashes back in.
Right, exactly. Welcome to today's deep dive. We're unpacking a really fascinating economic research paper detailing the sudden and pretty harsh macroeconomic aftermath of a major sporting event.
It's a severe shift.
It really is.
Yeah.
The mission here is to understand the underlying mechanics of this rapid change. So imagine this scenario. Mexico has just been knocked out of the tournament by England. For fans, it's obviously a sports tragedy, but for businesses,
It is the abrupt end of an economic anomaly. I mean, that final whistle triggers what the research paper calls the hangover effect.
the hangover effect, wow.
Yeah, it's an immediate, brutal market contraction. We see an impulsive consumption collapse. Like during the tournament, consumer spending on entertainment, food, retail, it hits this incredible, completely artificial peak.
Because everyone is just so hyped up.
Right. The psychology driving that spending is entirely tied to the anticipation of the next match.
But when the team is eliminated, that anticipation vanishes, taking all that spending right along with it. And that sudden drop at the cash register, well, it triggers an immediate crisis in the marketing department. I mean, brands have poured absolute fortunes into tournament-related ad campaigns.
Oh, absolutely. But without that unifying cultural event holding everyone's attention, you hit an advertising vacuum.
Right.
The public's emotional investment just zeroes out, meaning those really expensive ad spots suddenly fall on a totally apathetic audience.
Ouch. So the return on investment just plummets.
Plummets overnight. The event that contextualized the marketing is just gone. And, the chaos isn't just external. Inside the business, operations are suffering from productivity desynchronization.
Wait, so the staff is basically going through withdrawal.
Functionally, yes. I mean, for weeks, you've had irregular schedules, long lunches to watch games, and just a highly distracted workforce. The human brain naturally adapts to that lower stakes, high entertainment environment.
Right, making it really hard to just go back to spreadsheets and emails.
Exactly. When the event ends, snapping back to a normal operational rhythm is a massive psychological hurdle.
So you have tanking sales, sunk advertising costs, and a completely distracted team. The research outlines a survival playbook, because the real risk here isn't the sports team losing, it's how a business navigates this hazardous transition.
Which is tricky.
Very. It starts with brutal inventory management. Like, you have to audit and liquidate promotional stock immediately. Those country flags and team jerseys have a shelf life that just expired.
Yeah, if you wait even a week to discount them, it becomes a total write-off. But liquidating stock requires a focused team, which brings us back to that staff withdrawal issue. The playbook strategy is to actively redirect that post-loss gloom.
By giving them something else to focus on.
Right. You don't just demand a return to normal. You set hyper-specific, short-term operational goals. Give them an immediate, achievable win to kind of reset their focus.
And while the team focuses on operations, leadership has to slam the brakes on capital. During the tournament, businesses often relax their spending because, well, revenue's flowing so freely. Overnight, you have to reestablish strict control over cash flow to survive that sudden drop in income.
Which is crucial because the instinct is often to do the complete opposite.
Wait, let me push back on this strategy for a second. If I'm looking at my bottom line and seeing sales drop off a cliff, tightening the belt feels incredibly passive. Shouldn't a smart business launch massive promotions, like slash prices, run a consolation sale, and keep that tournament spending momentum going just a little bit longer?
Well, the paper specifically warns against that instinct. They call it the comparison trap.
Let me guess. It's like a sugar crash. You're coming down from a massive high, so you try to eat more candy to stay awake instead of just eating a balanced meal and letting your body reset.
That captures the mechanism perfectly, actually. If you try to maintain those artificially high tournament-level sales by rolling out aggressive discounts, you aren't saving your momentum. You're just destroying your profit margins to chase a phantom metric.
You're feeding the sugar crash.
Exactly. The psychology of a successful business owner recognizes that a temporary, massive event is not a sustainable business trend.
So what does this actually mean for you, the listener, whether you're managing a team or running a company? The core philosophy here seems to be that a return to normalcy is not a defeat.
Normalcy is the fundamental baseline. I mean, it is the only place where real sustainable profitability is actually built. You simply cannot base your long-term operational strategy on an anomaly.
The party is over. Time to clean up and get back to business. Which leaves a really interesting question to consider. If major sporting events create such predictable temporary economic distortions, what other seemingly organic cultural moments might be artificially inflating the local businesses around you right now?